Hi guys, this is my first proper video for our RMGB TV, and I will be taking a look at the Twilight collection, starting with the awesome packaging. Here we have the box and all the goodies that you get inside. In a second you will see that in this little case there are a variety of extra materials, none of which are particularly useful, but it's always nice to get bonus stuff, isn't it? That was a little packet of stand-up cardboard figures. There's a memory card holder, and those little round things are caps to put on the top of your joysticks, which are forever falling off if you just do decide to put them on. They look a bit silly. Here's the case for the box for the games CDs. There's Arc Arena. Arc the Lad 1 will be missing because it's actually in PlayStation 2, because I was just recording the footage of the game. There's Arc 2, Arc 3 Disc 1 and Disc 2, because that's a 2-disc game, because it's far more demanding on the PlayStation than the others, so it's in true 3D. Right, here's the manual. It's a fantastic manual, hardbound, tons of pages. Each game has its own section. There's the overworld map from Arc Lad 1 and an illustration. It goes through each character with a little bit of biography about them, and then it shows you all of their special moves for each game in the series. There's Kukuru. Should get to Arc 2, yeah. There's Shu from Arc 2. Liaisa, she's the one that can enchant monsters, because in Arc 2 you can add monsters to your party. There's Arc the Lad 3, which is my personal favourite, although a lot of people don't like it at all. But I just thought it was a bit more light-hearted than the others. Right, and here is the intro to Arc the Lad 1, which is quite a short game. You can finish it in about 20 hours, even with a bit of levelling up, but it's still enjoyable. If it was bought separately, then it probably wouldn't be worth the bother, but as it's part of this 4-disc collection, but it's worth a go. And also any party members that you level up will be carried over to Arc 2 with their levels intact, so it's worth putting a bit of extra time in on the first game, because the second game is so much more difficult. You get a bit of a head start if you level up your characters here. Let's see, who's this? That's Kukuru, I believe, who's one of the stronger magic users in the party. There's a more powerful one. This is Poco, I think, although it's a bit washed out, you can't really see from that. He's my favourite character. He plays in a band, and he's a bit of a coward to start with, but he soon finds his courage and uses weapons such as symbols, and can cast all sorts of boosting and buffing magic. That's Tosh, who's the fastest character you can have in your party. Always acts before everyone else and most of the enemies. That's Gogan, who's kind of like a Gandalf of the party, extremely strong magic user. This is Chongara, who has a summoning pot with several creatures and monsters that can be summoned out of the pot. And this is Iger, I believe, who is the toughest character of them all, real damage dealer. Yeah, as you can see, the attack is right at the top, and there's the ship flying off into the distance. Next up, we have a cutscene from the game. This sees Kukuru being manipulated by the evil forces in the storyline, and being sent off to extinguish a holy flame, which unleashes all sorts of chaos upon the world, and has repercussions which carry on into Art the Lad 2. So off she pops up the mountain. There she goes into the distance. You'll see her climbing up all the many steps to the top. And all that bother wasn't really worth it, because I mean, who wants to unleash a Dark Lord onto the world? It's never good, is it? Anyway, as you can see, the graphics hardly push the original PlayStation to its limits. I mean, they could almost, I say almost, be done on a SNES, but not quite. They do look good though, still for PlayStation 1. They're just kind of old school style, sprite-based graphics rather than utilising any 3D. I mean, Art the Lad 3 does move the series into 3D, and some didn't like that style, but I enjoyed it. I mean, apparently working designs have added frames of animation compared to the original Japanese release, and made the cutscenes in higher resolution as well. So here's the combat, the actual meat of the game, and as you can see, it's like a standard tactical or strategy RPG, except instead of being stuck on a fixed grid, you can move anywhere within your character's range, and so can the enemies. You can change your minds up until you decide to attack or use an ability or an item, or you can end your turn voluntarily, like I did there. These little slimes are the one of the weakest enemies in the game, sort of Dragon Quest tradition, but they are annoying because they'll keep splitting on you every time you think you've almost got rid of them. They'll multiply. As you can see, you get experience from opening chests as well as fighting monsters. So my character just leveled up and gained an ability, Burn Ground, which I will be demonstrating in a minute. Here we go. Just getting into position to be able to attack. They're running away because I've gained a whole level, so I'm level 2 and I'm now really powerful compared to them. This is me trying to remember which button calls up the other abilities. So here we go. I'm going to toast a slime. At the moment, the ability can only hurt one targeted enemy, but I believe later on it will hurt all in your range. That's all we've got time for on this video, I'm afraid. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for part 2.